Hello. Welcome to my Sunday. I've got quite an exciting day today. First of all, my daughter is packing today. She is starting to pack for uni. I'm going to move to one side. You want to see that widget, don't you? Well, I like looking at the widget. I've got a fun widget on my phone. I'll put on screen what the widget is because I can't remember off the top of my head, but she is moving in 5 days. I am so excited for her new start, you can't imagine. So she's going to be really busy doing that all day today. My term starts in 15 days. So, wow, exciting times ahead, so exciting. Now, speaking of exciting times ahead, I've got quite a full-on week this week, so I might as well just vlog every day. Not sure if I can vlog on the moving day, we'll see. I can vlog about it, I mean, I can have a little quieter side to the camera, but I don't think she's going to want me to film her actually moving, and especially not where she's moving to. But I'll see what I can do with that. You know what I'm like. I get around things somehow or another. So on Monday, I have to take my flute to be repaired again. So I've got to leave that with the lady, and I've got to do my rehearsals and gigs and practicing on my spare flute for a few days. It's gone clicky on one of the hands. The mechanism on one hand has gone click, 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 and it's so loud I can even hear it in gigs and sessions. It's proper loud. It sounds like metal clicking on metal. I don't know what's going on. Can't see anything obvious. So she's going to take that for a few days and do some tweaking. I am going to, on that day, film for the other channel because I can go to lots of shops that are nearby and do a little bit of browsing and maybe a little bit of buying, depends what I see, if anything takes my fancy. So that's my Monday. So on Tuesday, I'm going to see 3 of my friends' recitals, one after another. It's going to take up 3 hours, all in one go. And that's going to be in Cardiff, so I'll probably pop out and have a little coffee and a little mooch around Cardiff as well on that same day. So I'm looking forward to that. It'll be a fun day. In the evening, I've got to get to a rehearsal because I'm doing one of my sort of 7:30 till 11 p.m. rehearsals involving my boyfriend as well. Then I'll stay at my boyfriend's place. On Wednesday, I have a gig in Cardiff. I can tell you all this because it will have happened by the time this goes up because I've got a bit ahead with my filming, which takes the pressure off, you know, being able to share bits and bobs of information. So that's happening. And then on Thursday, I want to see another recital, just one, on that one, a clarinet recital. It's in my uni, you see, it's their assessed performances, and we're allowed to go and see them if we want to. So I'm so excited for that. And then on Friday, she's moving. And then on Saturday, I've got a gig. So every single day, something quite significant is happening. And I quite like that. Yeah, it's going to be quite fun. So what's the weather doing today? What do you think it's doing? It's raining, of course. Weed, weed. Cats and Dogsville yet again. So let's shut that door and be grateful we haven't got to go out for a few hours. Oh, I forgot to tell you what I'm doing today. Today, I've got a few bits and bobs to do in the house first, which we'll do together. Then I'm going to cook dinner for my daughter. So we're going to eat some delicious dinner together, a nice good hearty meal before we set off. Then I am going to meet my dad. I'm taking a train to meet him. Then we are going together to play some music with some friends in a pub, and I get free drinks at that one to a point. We have a tab behind the bar for the musicians. We do it for fun. We're not getting paid, but the landlord has very kindly said that they will fund a certain number of drinks. There's a total amount that is set, and it doesn't matter how many people come, that amount is the same. So if there are more people, we share it more thinly, if you know what I mean. So it's just a little extra. We do those things for fun. Those are not paid commitments. They're great for networking, however. I mean, you could call it work if you want and say you're networking and you're practicing, just playing through all your repertoire, because it does really, really help to keep it all under your fingers. Because it can be hard to keep motivated to just keep revising tunes that you already play just at home alone. There's no novelty and excitement to that. But when you get into a pub and you're playing with your friends and your family, then it gives it more of a meaning. And so it's quite a good practice session for me, as well as being a good leisure activity and a good social activity. Is that my bin lid blowing off again? I have to just have a little look, see if there's like a cat or something out there. Ooh. That was indeed my galvanised dustbin lid blowing off. Do you think there was something in there and it like head-butted its way out of it? I'm trying to think how that could have happened. I've got rats on the brain at the moment. If you haven't seen my friend Pippa's vlog where she caught a rat out of her toilet, I'll link that in the description for you. And you can have a look if you're into live rat footage. It came up out of her toilet bowl. It was like popping up. It's like the stuff out of flipping films. I didn't realise they actually did that. So they had this flipping rat coming, bobbing up out of the toilet, freaking them all out. And she managed to catch it in a humane trap and go and release it a few miles down the road. So she vlogged this great occasion. But I tell you what, I'll put a link in the description and I will timestamp it to that point in the video so you can jump straight in. Good old Pippa. I don't know many people that would vlog about that sort of thing, but I thought it was absolutely fascinating. I've never seen anything like it. And yeah, it happened twice as well. She vlogged about it twice, but I'll put the first one in. It looked like a good humane trap. I don't know if she's linked it in the description, but she probably should do because it looked really effective and it didn't involve poisoning the rat. And of course, when you poison a rat, depending on the type of poison the rat eats, there could be a secondary death if like a kite swoops down and eats the poisoned rat. Depending on the type of poison, it could kill the kite as well, as I discovered recently while I was hanging around chatting to people, and one of them happened to be a pest control worker, and the other person that I was with was asking about the secondary death thing, which just never occurred to me. But I've never had to poison rodents, so I suppose why would it occur to me? But anyway, I have been informed and educated, and now so have you. God, I'm a really close crop here. I forgot I've got the zoom lens on. I was going to tell you what I'm doing today. Yeah, so then I'm going to the session, and it's quite an early one, and there'll be plenty of time afterwards to sneak in a sneaky date with my boyfriend. So we're going to head down to Cardiff Bay and we're going to have something like fish and chips or something, whatever takes our fancy. If it's not raining, we'll have a little stroll around Cardiff Bay in the dark with all the, you know, the beautiful lights lit up and all that, and look at the water rippling. If it's peeing down with rain like it is now, we probably won't. We'll probably look at it through the window of the pub. But anyway, that's my plan for the day. God, I love these arty shots. Right then, there's something I've been meaning to do for ages because people just keep on telling me, am I in shot? Hang on, I forgot to put my monitor screen out. I am in shot. Yeah, so, oh, that's cold. Lots of people, in fact, have been telling me for ages, freeze chunks of banana and whiz them up in a blender. They are just like ice cream. So, the big moment has arrived. I'm going to try it. Might help to wash my hands first. Now then, I've never ever in my life frozen bananas. A friend of mine got put off from doing it because she had loads frozen in there. The freezer broke and they didn't realise. And when she got it out, it had a particular smell to it where it had all defrosted. Oh my gosh, yeah, it's like if you left it out in the snow. It reminds me a bit of the dried banana chips you get. Right, I don't even know if this is going to be strong enough to do it. Oh my gosh. It's stuck in the thing. I'm wondering if I might need to add something in with it, maybe like a room temperature banana or something. But we'll give it a go like this and we'll see if it will do it. Feels like a load of bricks at the moment. My fingers are getting very cold right now. I could do with a bit of banana actually because I'm getting a bit peckish. Although that said, I've had one already today and also a nectarine to tide me over. Just checking I'm actually filming there. Oh. Right, this is wedged. I wasn't anticipating it not coming out of the thing. Right. I started off with just one banana because that's literally all I had. I haven't done this for a while. I can't even remember which way it goes. Oh, there's a thing. That way. Right. Right, I promise I'll turn the volume down if it's loud. Ah, it's loud. It's not looking successful yet. I feel like I need to give it a little move. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to keep like moving it a bit because otherwise it's just not getting there. I'm wondering if maybe more of an industrial strength one would be better. Right, I'm going to turn the camera off and show you what I've come up with. Right, much time later, and I'm thinking 10 minutes later. Honestly, this is not man enough for this job. And the reason this is looking this consistency now is because I added a splash of that and also that much of a non-frozen banana. I was just desperately trying to get it to do. It's not man enough for it, but I'm going to have a little taste. And in fact, I did taste a teeny tiny bit because I've repeatedly taken this off, unscrewed it and given it a stir as well and tried to get the thick globby stuff away so the hard bits can go down to the blade. And it was absolutely astonishing, the bursts of sugar that hit my tongue, and it did really taste like just regular ice cream, to be honest. Even though it's banana, it just tasted like ice cream. I think they're right. I don't know if this is going to, though, with the oat milk in it. That, believe it or not, is absolutely delicious. That is the most heavenly dessert I think I've had in ages, and all it is banana and a tiny splash of oat milk. I'm just going to go and see if my daughter wants a bit. I think she'll say no because it's fruit. I think she's just going to say no, but I'm going to offer her a bit. I can share it between 2 bowls if she wants. Okay, she did try some. She said, I'm very sceptical. She took a sip, her eyebrows shot up, and she said, that is good. So she's had half of it. I've put it in another bowl for her. She's slurping that up right now very happily. That was flipping delicious. I can't believe how good that was, and I can't believe that I've literally been hearing about this for about 8 or 9 years now. The vegans are on to something, I tell you what. So good and nutritious. I think what I should do next time, and there's definitely going to be a next time, even though that's not really man enough for the job. It's making me want to buy myself a proper blender now just for that. I mean, I have got a better one, but it's ancient and I don't think it's very hygienic. I can see food jammed into it that you just can't access, and it's all yellowed. It's 20 years old, I think. But anyway, yeah, I'm thinking if I just chop these up a lot smaller, they might blend easier. So I'm gonna, give this a little rinse out and chop this up, and another 1 or 2 maybe, and just chop them up tiny and pop them back in the freezer. There, it's a bit smaller. I would have done more, but the thing is, I think the bananas ought to be a bit riper because then they'd be softer. Well, I suppose they won't be soft when they're frozen. You know what I mean. Out of the way, mushrooms. Whoop. Got an important thing going in. Right, I need to cook lunch, which is going to involve these salmon fillets I got from Lidl, which I've been defrosting today. I'm also going to use this tender stem broccoli, got it reduced to clear the other day. It was £2.40 down to 77p. I'm just going to cook the whole lot, that's the only green veg we'll have. And I'm going to do some frozen mash with it, to be honest. I'll leave that in there for now. It's the Tesco's own brand. So easy, and it's got quite simplistic ingredients as well, so I don't feel like we're filling ourselves up with nasties. But I'll leave that in there for now. Why do I always squirt water down myself when I'm trying to rinse things out quickly? The ingredients of the instant mash is potatoes, water, concentrated butter, which contains milk of course, dried whole milk, salt and white pepper. So sadly it's not vegan. It is suitable for vegetarians but not vegans. It comes in these croquettes. I struggle to judge how much to do for us both, but it won't hurt to have leftovers. It says it cooks in 3 minutes and 30 seconds. However, it's referring to 150 grams. I didn't weigh that, of course, but basically the more there is, I think the longer it's got to go in for. So I'm going to give it 6 minutes and a stir and see how it is. I might add a little bit of oat milk to that. It's starting to smell distinctly cruciferous in this kitchen right now. Do you know, I've just taken that out of this cupboard. Once my daughter has moved out and she's got rid of all her cooking things out of it, I think I have removed everything except for a lid, actually. If there is a lid, I can't remember if her pans had lids, to be honest. They must have done, surely. Anyway, this happened to my cupboard because of my daughter's putting away kind of, putting awayness. It's a bit chaotic. I'm pausing because I can hear a drip, but I'm pretty sure that's from outside. You hear that? I think we've had this before and it's been something dripping off a gutter or something, and we've got everything out from under the sink and it's not been anything under the sink. It's probably something very loud dripping on something outside somewhere, possibly even next door. There's like a hole in the wall somewhere, like a vent, where I think maybe a tumble dryer was plumbed in once with previous residents, and so that's where the noise comes through. I hope. I hate when something like that happens in the house though, for real, because it's like a can of worms money-wise, isn't it? I remember when my water main went, oh, that was a saga. That was in the old house. I vlogged that. You would think it was a comedy, honestly, looking back at it now. It was a nightmare. It's definitely not coming from inside the cupboard because it would be wet. We've even got like a thing here for catching potential drips, and it's completely bone dry. Bit of tissue. This is like our gauge. I say ours, me and IB maybe put that there because he's had his head under my thing a few times. No, it's the outside noise. It's the outside noise. It always does it. Stop freaking out. Oh, I need to pack some of these for my boyfriend. There's a reason for that. He said he had to go shopping today because he'd run out of washing tablets. Do you know what he did today? He put a dishwasher tablet in his washing machine think he did it by mistake because the packets were next to each other and he'd run out of washing words anyway. I think he said he wanted 2, but I'm going to put 4 in case he wants to double up. I've had these bags ages. He gave them to me. He bought the wrong size, and I said, well, they'll come in handy for something. Well, they're coming handy for that right now, aren't they? There's another thing I need to pack as well, which is this. Right, excuse the mess. It's because I chucked everything there because I was filming at the table earlier for the other channel. Right, I'm just going to put this here to remind me to pack. This is where my bag got dumped in the early hours of this morning when I got in from my gig exhausted. I picked up my coat this morning because that was just sprawled on the floor. Yes, so that's for the boyfriend, that's for my dad. So mustn't forget those. Speaking of coats, one of you was imploring me to buy myself a better coat because I went out for a walk with my little rain mac. Now, I meant that rain mac just to be a lightweight summer thing, to just scrunch up, go in the bag, nice and light and small when it's not really that cold. But I do have a waterproof, totally waterproof, decent Carrymore urban parka for the warmer weather, and it's starting to be used now because the weather has turned and that's lined and it's warm and it's waterproof. So we're all good, but thank you for your concern. This is done. 6 minutes was enough, but I did tip quite a bit more oat milk in because when I make it myself I prefer a bit of a sloppier consistency, in fact sloppier than this, but I think that'll do. What I'll do is I'll just pop it back in the microwave for 30 seconds or so when the other things are done because it's going to be cooling down now. Lunch is ready, and that lunch is ready. The weather is looking like this. I did get somewhat rained on the way to the train today. You know how I'm spending the time. Yeah, editing.
We have arrived at
I wonder if the legendary Planet Immo tree trunk has moved off Radawir yet. We'll have a little look, but I don't think it has. And it was still there the other day, last time I looked. I've been looking a lot and not filming it because I thought this is just getting ridiculous filming it every time. There's all wet footprints going up the corridor, the aisle, whatever we want to call that. So is the tree trunk there? It's bound to be, isn't it? Yes. Still there. Hey, look at all the water coming down the steps. It looks beautiful, like an art installation. It is now many hours later and we're in the bay and my boyfriend is just going to order food for us. I'm just going to go for a small fish and chips, even though I did have fish for lunch because I'm with Wetherspoons. There's not a lot, but I really like the pizza, but I just feel like I've eaten so much cheese lately that I need a little break from cheese, so I'm having fish and chips instead. Had a lovely session. We played for 3 hours in the pub. I might have christened the table with a whole mug of tea. I ordered tea from the bar and I spilt the whole lot all over the whole table, so that was embarrassing, but there we go, we sorted it out quite quickly amongst ourselves and had a nice play. And now we're going to have our little date, which I'm not going to film very much of, but I'll show you the food. Oh, it's windy out there. It's been really rainy when we arrived where the session was. It was just standing water all over the roads and pavements. It was difficult to find anywhere to put your feet that wasn't a big puddle, you know. But it wasn't too rainy as we made our way from the car park just now. You can't really see it because of the dark, but that's water over there, Cardiff Bay. I'm going for a Heineken Zero for my drink. I'm not very good at pouring beer. I need to be tilting the glass. And I'm not because I've got the camera in my other hand. Well, I thought I was getting small fish and chips, but I think you might have ordered me a large.
Oh, I just ordered fish and chips.
I should have specified, shouldn't I?
Did you specify?
That's my fault. I don't know. Maybe I forgot. Maybe I just thought it but didn't say it. Come to think of it, I don't think I said small, but I thought it. I actually really like the tartare sauce that they're doing here. Tangy and chunky. I'm back home and look, somebody has been doing some packing. I did say, look, I'm expecting to give over the rug for your boxes this week as you gradually pack. And I said, do a second packing load to go in IB's car when he's available in a few weeks' time. So that's going to stay upstairs in her room. But the one to go this Friday is going to be down here on the rug. I see kitchen things there and clothing. I think that's a kitchen box, but she's using like towels to sort of pad out the crockery and that. I see she's found time to paint a rock. Well, I've been out for hours. It's like a leopard rock. That's fun. It's quite late anyway, it's 11 p.m. It was a wet night. It's still a wet night. I'd be amazed if the trains are running, to be honest. Tomorrow, I hope they are, because I need to go down to Cardiff tomorrow and get my flute sorted. So hopefully they're running, but I've checked the app and they apparently are running. Oh my gosh, the light's just gone out. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. I'm just gonna use the one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. Please give it a like if you happen to like it. It really helps me out, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.